Hi everyone, I'm Claire. It's Moons of the Solar System week at the National Space Centre, but before I tell you some interesting facts about them, what actually is a moon? Planets and asteroids in our solar system orbit the Sun, and moons, also known as natural satellites, orbit those planets and asteroids. There are more than 200 of them in our solar system, and some are pretty unusual. Let's start with the Earth's only moon, the Moon. One of my favourite facts about the Moon is that footprints left by astronauts 50 years ago are probably still there today. There is no erosion by wind or water on the Moon, as it doesn't have a strong atmosphere like on our Earth. There is no volcanic activity to move the surface around. When we return to the Moon, I think we'll see where previous astronauts have walked before us. Working our way through the solar system, let's have a look at one of Mars's two moons, Phobos. Phobos, which means fear or phobia, is gradually getting closer to Mars at a rate of 1.8 centimetres a year. In 50 million years, Phobos will either crash into Mars or form a ring around it. Between Mars and Jupiter, there is the asteroid belt, and in 1993 the Galileo spacecraft flew by the asteroid Ida. Ida was home to the first moon that was discovered around an asteroid, which was named Dactyl. Now more than 150 asteroids are known to have small companion moons. Some even have two. Saturn has the most moons of any planet in the solar system, with 82, so it's no surprise it has a few strange ones. Some of them just look odd, and we can see what they look like thanks to the Cassini spacecraft that orbited around Saturn. Atlas looks like a UFO, and Pan, a piece of ravioli. Rhea is Saturn's second largest moon, and in 2008 Cassini found evidence of material orbiting around it. It was the first time rings had been discovered orbiting around a moon. In 2010, Cassini found a small atmosphere, which is known as an exosphere, which contained oxygen and carbon dioxide. This was the first time oxygen had been collected by a space probe on a world somewhere other than Earth. Saturn even has moons that dance. Janus and Epimetheus essentially share the same orbit. The orbit of one is only slightly less distant to Saturn than the other. They travel at different speeds, so they catch up with each other every 4 years. The gravity interaction they have means they pull on each other and trade places. Essentially, they swap orbits. Iapetus is Saturn's third largest moon. It has one very dark hemisphere and one very light. There are a couple of different theories as to why. Some suggest particles from a dark moon, Phoebe, are falling on its surface. Others say it could be due to volcanic activity, or thirdly, it could be down to temperature and how slow it rotates. Uranus's moon Miranda has only been seen once, when Voyager 2 passed by it in 1986. It has a patchwork surface and giant fault canyons that are around 12 times as deep as the Grand Canyon. One theory is that it was blown apart by a massive collision and then connected back together. Like Saturn, Neptune also has dancing moons, Naiad and Thalassa. They share a dance of avoidance. They're perfectly timed and choreographed to keep missing each other. Naiad spends half its time above Thalassa and half its time below it. Naiad continuously laps Thalassa, which keeps the orbit stable. Those are just some of the strange moons of our solar system, but you can just imagine the exomoons that could exist outside of it.